Nithyananda. My name is John Villalobos. I'm from East Los Angeles area, Pasadena area. And I shared a few things earlier about IA and some other things. And I met Swamiji in 2007 briefly and then finally when they opened the temple, I was here the last week before we went back to India. And immediately I connected with this guy. Like, just something about him, just his radiance, and you hear all these stories, but during that week, I came to a satsang, and then I was like, I had to come back every day. I would come late all the time because I would drop off my daughter and whatnot, and during that week, I had this vivid memory of being like around 5 years old in my grandmother's backyard, and I knew I was going to meet him in this lifetime. And there's a whole bunch of things I can share from that 1 week that literally took my breath away. When I had that memory, I almost fell flat on the floor and the Rajasala, again, the Guru. Then I did the inner healing workshop with Swamiji, and there was a bunch of little miracles that led up to that. And there's so much I want to share, but at the end of that inner healing workshop, during darshan, he was dancing, and it was amazing. It was like, at the time I didn't know it was Shiva. I was like, it's like that guy, you know. I didn't know. I'd get the names mixed up, Krishna and Shiva and whatnot. But then I went up for darshan, and I didn't know what to do. I was like, what do you do? Touch his feet? And the guy in front of me went on his knees and just went like that and closed his eyes. So okay, that's what I'm going to do. And I just went and I said, be open to myself. Just be open. And he hugged me. Well, he hugged me, and then he said, be blissful, I'm with you. And when he said that, it felt like it came from across the universe. Like, the love was so deep. Like, one way I put it, and trying to describe it, was like more than the love of 1,000 grandmothers. It was like that place you've been longing for. And I'm trying to. It's almost impossible to put into words, but it was just like I could actually see like the stars, and like, I don't know if it was how long it was, and my jaw was shaking when he let go of me, and he was all smiling and still rocking out, and I'm like, and then I had to run back to my seat because I could just feel the tears coming, and I had an image to uphold, right? So I couldn't speak to see me crying, and I ran back to my seat and I put my head on the chair and I just was pouring and pouring for like, I think it was like an hour. And ever since then, that's what's kept me around. I haven't been able to forget that experience. Through all this silliness, scandal, and I know my experience. I'm not a fool. And I'm glad I stuck around. I'm not like proud to say he's my master. I don't care. You know, I get around friends and family, they get all perturbed by it, but it's like kind of get a kick out of it, to be honest with you now. But before it was like, oh my God, people are tripping out of me. But wow, that's the shortest I've ever been able to say that, because usually it takes about 15 minutes to tell the story. But I just wanted to share that because to me, it was an experience of God. And Swamiji talked about always connect with God and Guru. And sometimes you can't connect with Guru because he starts playing with you after a while. They're here to annihilate your ego. So you got to connect to God. But anyways, I'll start going off. I just wanted to share that experience and hopefully inspire somebody. Thank you. Nithyananda.